Luck. Luck, the short definition is the law that predates creation. When we break down luck, it breaks down to the master number 11, which is the number of intuition, the number of the subconscious mind. And when we break it down further on a earthly level, it breaks down to the number 2, which represents harmony of emotions, to be able to stabilize and to amplify your emotions by will. Luck is also associated with time. Time also breaks down to the number 2, or master number 11. Luck, as we know it, came about 500 years ago in the 1500s. Around this time, this was a time where the Bible was just being converted from Latin into English. So this was before the times where everyone had a Bible in their household. Everyone had to go to church because most people didn't speak the language that the Bible was written in. So the priest was the translator of the word. So till about 500 years ago, you had to receive the word from a translator. Luck can also represent fortune, which is neutral, not necessarily good or bad. Luck started to have this connotation with opportunity and things of that nature, in the 1800s, which was the 19th century, as we know it to be the occult century, where occult science was resurrected. So people started to dig deeper into the mysteries of reality. So now, when we get into the 1800s, it was described as something of opportunity, something of chance, to take chances, to take risk, so on and so forth. This comes from the 1800s, when the study of the occult, because prior to that, luck was just mere occurrence, things that just happened within the realm of time. But by the 1800s, when the mysteries of the occult was started to be discovered once again, that were hidden, now being found. Now they saw it as something that could be manipulated. So because luck represents occurrence, all of these events or occurrences are happening in time and space. So luck has to do with time and space. We understand time to be something of an internal experience. We can manipulate time with our mind. And to manipulate time is also to manipulate space. To alter one's future or fortune is to alter one's sense of time. So fortune telling is future vision. Future vision is being able to see time in a space that is not relative to one's actual eyesight, to go into the visionary realm or the subconscious mind, which is represented by the principle of the moon or the pineal gland or the third eye. Also, when we think about luck and we take it to mathematics, it's representing probability, which is something that offers the greatest advantage, thing of most importance, such as playing games of dice. The game of dice, or divination, is a game of probability, a game that offers the greatest advantage. You could possibly, luck up or luck out, all depending on the probability. Probability is based in something that is worthy of approval, something that is demonstrable. So probability is something that is demonstrable, and the demonstration was through the games of dice, the games of cards, so on and so forth, all vehicles or mediums of divination. So in order for something to be probable, it had to be provable. It had to be able to be judged by trial, something that is able to be repeated and observed. So the manipulation of time and space through the games of divination is the tools to manipulate time and space, because we also see that there's always a winner and there's always a loser. Who determines who wins or who loses? Is this unknown spirit? Or is it mental gymnastics or mental dynamics of the alteration of time and space through being able to manipulate the emotional conscious within the mind, which is what gambling is. Gambling is placing yourself in a trance state, or alpha brainwave state, in order to manipulate time and space in your favor, which is what luck is. Putting yourself into a trance state so that you can alter time and space to your advantage. All this is happening within the mind because this is all a fractal universe, a projection from the mind. So we have control over these dynamics. And this is what the occult teaches. This is what the inner dynamics teach. This is what alchemy teaches. How to manipulate the law that predates creation. Because it's the law that predates creation, that means it was already there before form existed. Before there was form, before there was space, and before there was time, there was the law that time and space are bound to, as we call the universal law or the Hermetic law. These laws were already in existence before creation, so they predate creation. So luck predates creation because it's a law, a structure, or a mathematical dynamic, a mathematical equation within the known universe. And we come to the realization now in modern times that this is something that we can manipulate through the use of divination, which is why games of chance were created as opportunity and randomness or mere occurrence. Or is it something that can be manipulated by the mind? Only we can prove it to ourselves by engaging in acts of chance, acts of risk, not haphazardly, but the things that offer the greatest advantage. So we'll leave it there. Peace.